It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up. Then he gets to him and makes the play.
Ritter now on second down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a second and 6. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. KJ Hamler, 49 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready. Opposite. Green. Blue, check. Trouble, 38. Black Ultra.
Hall. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Set, hut, black swat. Set.
Here's Hall. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Edo blue. Steel black. Smith red.
Back to throw, Hall. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Blaster, 6.
Throwing here is Hall. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watch out
Now they'll audible to something else. Hall to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more.
Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
They're going right back to Hamler. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Set, ready. Fight, 97.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Koo now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Claws red. Fury, yellow.
In motion left is Watkins.
Set.
Now Hall. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Fight 60. 52 blaster. Black Ultra. Black Shot. Edo Blue.
Here's Hall. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes An invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, nice move. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done. Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot. But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Okay,
so now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ritter from the gun.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset. They'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Got it. Fury, yellow. White, white. Black ultra. Yellow, go. Jackrabbit.
Now it's Hall. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That's Zach Harrison who forced his way in to drop him.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now third down and very long.
Steel, black. Drill, green. Blaster, 6.
Looking to throw. Hall.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hall.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Red. Red. Yellow.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Robinson up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll run again here with Robinson. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Claude Ray. Set.
Ritter now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Yellow. White.
Back to throw, Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs, but with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the comp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Ritter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And what a return as he brings this all the way back.
That's how we do it. That's how we motherfucking do it, nigga. That's how we fucking do it. Yeah, he quit. Fuck these niggas, man. AK Hill, fuck you, nigga. Come on, bruh. Niggas watching the masterclass, man. You niggas is watching the masterclass. Fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? Come on, fuck wrong with these niggas, man? I don't know. Niggas is crazy. Fucking masterclass, nigga. What a fucking performance, nigga.